Morgande Pena, we think of as being the longtime technical director for the Manitoba Baseball Association from 1994 on, and you've spent a great deal of time doing the administration, haven't you?
Yeah, 16 years in the office, and it's been a great 16 years, meeting people from around the province, being involved in baseball on a year-round basis. It's like almost like a dream position.
Tell me, as we go back in time, how you really got started into baseball as a youngster.
Well, we lived in River Heights. My mom signed me up as a 12-year-old. And it's kind of funny, we had this really nice Little League in River Heights, 16 Little League that had fancy uniforms and nice hats. And I got cut. And I got to play in the House League. And we got a t-shirt for a uniform. But I was kind of envious of those kids in those nice uniforms. And the next year I played pony ball at River Heights for 3 years. And for some reason, I just caught on with a great fascination of the game. I don't know if it was all the little intricacies of it, but something drew me into baseball that made me want to watch it, collect baseball cards, eventually become coaching and umpire and administrator in the sport.
When you went to university in the States, did you play baseball down there? Or?
Yes, I did. I was at Naval State University. I went down, I played football and baseball. I also coached women's gymnastics and women's volleyball. And that was a great experience and a new level of ball to be able to play at. Nice to be introduced to that.
You came back here after your university days and got back into baseball again in Manitoba.
I did get back here, came back here, played senior ball, and actually I played senior ball till I was 44. And my son, who's 14 this year, we've been talking about my making a comeback when he turns 16. He's a midget, and we're going to get together, play a senior game. I've talked to a senior team. They said, sure, we'll sign both of you. And it might be for one game, might be for one inning, might be one pitch, depends how my arm holds out.
How about pitching, playing, as compared to managing and coaching? Any satisfaction differences in there?
Oh boy, the pitching is tremendous because it's you against the other team and you're on the field by yourself with your teammates behind you, but competing one-on-one with them. As a coach, you've got everybody else involved with you, and it's a very humbling and daunting responsibility to have all those kids under your care. Parents entrust those children to you. And I've even coached the provincial team, so the parents aren't as involved as much at that point in time. But having all those players with you and bonding, getting the bond and meld together into a unit that can play the game consistently and effectively is a different level of satisfaction, but they're both great feelings.
How about the pursuit of winning at both levels as a player or a coach? How does that enter the picture?
Well, as a player, winning was more important to me than as a coach. As a coach, I've seen a lot of importance to the developmental side of things, and also as a sport administrator. And players need to have fun playing the game, and I've coached a lot of the grassroots ball, and I want to make sure the kids have a good time, develop appreciation for the game, develop their skills, and I de-emphasize winning at that level. If I teach the skills the right way, if I teach the kids to enjoy the game, the end product will be fairly good success for the players and for the teams. If I just try and go to win the games, we can lose some players along the way and not achieve our end result.
And as you look at baseball as a sports administrator, do you think the outlook is positive, or do you think there's a certain negativity that enters in?
Well, there is some negativity. In 1994, after the Blue Jays won back-to-back World Series, we had our highest registration numbers ever. Then the strike hit in 94. As a result, the North American population had found other activities to do, and nowadays there's so many other sports and activities, extreme sports, computer games, and everything else going on. Baseball registration numbers throughout North America have probably dropped everywhere. And I would talk to people in Texas and in Florida and other provinces even, they've seen the numbers go down a little bit. We still have great ball players playing, but there's so much more for them to be involved in. The other part of it is the game itself. It has a lot of, I could say, negativity associated with it, or because you succeed 3 out of 10 times batting, 33 batting average, but you failed 7 out of 10 times. If you're a pitcher on the mound and the guy gives up the home run, everybody sees you do that. Everybody sees you batting. And in some sports, you can hide. You can hide kind of on the ice. If you miss a check, somebody else picks up the guy behind you. And in basketball, if you miss getting the guy, somebody else is there to pick you up. In baseball, you're often exposed that way. You definitely when you're batting. And I think nowadays, kids and some parents don't like to see that happen with their children.
You still have a passion for the game?
Very much so. I still coach it. I coached 2 teams this year. I wish I could still play. You know, Satchel Paige had that great line that says, how old would you be if you didn't know how old you were? I'm 28. I can still play. But then I get out there and I find out I'm not 28 anymore. And I sure wish I could still be playing. And I love watching it. I love talking about it and being every part of it.
And Morgan, being a member of the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame, what does that mean to you?
Wow. I mean, I was so shocked and humbled when I heard that. I'm going to tear up here. I figured at some point in time I might get some consideration for the position. But then if I'm working at Baseball Manitoba for too much longer, depending on how many people I kicked off. If I made a lot of people mad, I might not get in. So I'm very humbled. It's a tremendous honor.
Morgande, a member of the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame.